blue lights on? Okay. Hello. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. I don't know what time of day it is for you. I'm Tiffany. Welcome to my quilting life today. So Sunday, where we sew on a Sunday. And yes, like the title says, I'm still playing with my scraps. I mean, this is going to take me forever because I changed my mind 500 bazillion times, which you know because you've been watching my channel long enough, that I have decided to make 3 total quilts out of all this. 2 of the quilts will be 10 across by 12 down, and they'll have yellow in them. And then a third yellow those are 2 different yellows. And then a third yellow for the third quilt, which will be probably 12 across by 12 down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because there's 120. No, there's 140. So it'll be 12 across by like 14 down. I don't even know. But I haven't even started on that yet. I'm still working on quilt 1 and 2. I do have 200 blocks made. Today, I need to make 20 more blocks with the yellow and 20 more blocks with the yellow. Can I do it in one video? Probably not, but whatever. I'm just telling you what I'm working on because it's the same thing that I've been working on, which are these lovely blocks right here that look like that. And I'm bringing in yellow because I wanted yellow. So, yes. Hold on. I got to find the chat and get that started so I could see who's here. We got Rena, Tracy, Sharon, Dawn, Karen, Sherry, Mary, Diane, Margaret, Donna, Catherine, June, Karen, Melena, Elizabeth, Shirley, Becky, Mary, Lewis, and so many more. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. All right. So I'm going to put those over there. I'll put that over there.
Are you feeling much better? Tell me you got re-sick again.
No, I am not better. So the question was, am I feeling better? No, I'm not. I got re-sick again because, okay, here's the long spiel. Every time I leave my house, if I go to church, if I go out to eat with Scott, if I go to Ross, Walmart, anywhere, even the doctor's office, I get sick. I have a weakened immune system because I have MS. Therefore, I get sick constantly. So not only did I still have the runny nose and the cough, but then we went out again to go to the doctor's and another couple errands to run. And guess what? I got sick again. So I'm still sick since Christmas. Ugh.
How do I turn the chat bot on? No. I got the chat bot, but what do I do?
Hold on. Cannot see.
Click on the chat bot here.
Display chat on stream. No, you want a different screen. All widgets. You want interactive. No.
Interactive was up. These are goals. You closed interactive.
Well, it's not this. It's not that. Back to dashboard. Cloud bot right there.
Oh, it's the cloud bot. I knew there was a.
And then you just go like this, and then turn it back.
Yeah, because it's not on. I tried it twice.
We are not technology good people here. Even I don't even know how to use my stuff. And that is why I don't use a computer system to do this. We are live on a cell phone. A non-activated cell phone, but hey, it has Wi-Fi. Anyways.
Some weeks it worked and some weeks it doesn't. Right?
Yeah. So if you hear me sniffling or coughing or any of that, it's because I got re-sick again. I'm sorry. I cannot control that. You know, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to QuiltCon. I really am. I really want to go. I love going. I love enjoying the time with my friends and meeting you guys out there, the ones that come. But I'm not looking forward to coming home from QuiltCon because I'll be sick. It's guaranteed I will be sick. Like, I'm not looking forward to that part. But hey, you know what? I will go have fun. meet new people, see things, buy things, you know, enjoy myself, and then come home and hate myself for even leaving the house. All right. So I'm going to sew. I cut 17. Don't ask me why I cut 17 strips when I have 20, but I didn't want more in my excess pile. So from piecing all these blocks like this, okay, from piecing all of these, I had leftovers, all this. So there's 200 strips here. And these are going to be used to go around the extra 100 and something blocks, and that's going to be a different one on each side. So these will get used, and I said I was going to do a jelly roll race with all this, but this is just too much jelly roll race for me. I will do something else with that, with the jelly roll race. Those are going to go on the third quilt. So the third quilt will be even more scrappier. This one, we're going to do these ones around 20 of these pieces, and whatever's left over from these, I'm going to use as its first border, and then the second border will be just another random fabric from the shelf, honestly. And then the second quilt will get this one. Again, I cut 17 pieces. I don't know why I cut 17, honestly, because I knew I had 20 to go around, but I will have leftovers, so. But this time, I'm actually going to take one strip, and I'm going to line all these up on it, so I'm on, and then, you know, obviously go to a second one, until I have all four sides covered. So this is just going to be chain piecing at its finest, and then chain cutting. And here's that bobbin for you to undo when you get a chance. Yeah, whenever you feel like doing it. I just figure you put it in your section and you can do it. So I will be just lining up piece after piece, no particular way. I'm going to leave a little tiny space in between, but not too much because I don't want to waste. I don't like wasting fabric. And this quilt is no exception. I'm using up as much fabric as possible. No waste. And I keep going too far. That's not my fault. Stop right there. Then add the next one. You know. I tried sewing yesterday. And, well, you'll see it in the video coming up when it comes out this week when I get finished with it. Because I literally cut everything wrong. I thought I was reading one line and read a different line and cut everything towards that other line. Then I started sewing and I realized everything was backwards. Then I recut new pieces from my own stash and messed all that up. Like, I just couldn't sew yesterday. So at 7, it was like before 7 p.m. And I told Scott, because I was only in here for like an hour, I told Scott, I was like, I keep messing this up. I'm not sewing no more. So I stopped sewing yesterday. I was in so much pain. Right now, these squares are about between 4 inches and 4 1/4 inches. They're all different, but they're all coming out 8 inches when I'm done, which is very, very, very odd. So, you know, when I add the 4 sides. And I think I can fit one more on here. We'll grab another strip. Yeah, I couldn't sew yesterday. It was just too much. Sometimes my pain is so overwhelming, I can't do anything. And then there are times I can handle it, and so I can sew and hang out with you guys. I'm in a lot of pain today, but I'm tolerating it. And this is my first time sewing today. Thank you. Oh, It looked like that got messed up, but it didn't. My brain is seeing things that aren't there. Hopefully all of you had a lovely weekend. I spent my weekend in bed watching TV with Scott. And we watched a movie. We watched...
Because you were super sick?
Yeah, because I was super sick. We watched, we've seen it before, but we watched it again. He goes to the library, because you can rent movies at the library for free. Did you know that? So if you ever want to find something that you can't find on Netflix, Hulu, and Disney and all that, go to your local library, if you have a library card, and rent it, because it's a free 7-day rental on DVD. So anyways, we watched Hot Pursuit. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but it is hilarious. It is so hilarious. Like, it's just hilarious. And I was in a lot of pain and didn't feel good. So Scott obviously said, "You're not laughing. Come on, we can watch something else." I'm like, I'm fine. Just because I'm not laughing doesn't mean I ain't enjoying the movie. All right, now to trim all these apart so that I could sew another side on. I'm just gonna set that up there and just trim every single one of these apart. And I'm gonna get the little tiny piece in between them, if there is. Some of them I put really close to each other. Some of them are like dangerously close to each other. I did really good here not to waste any fabric. I love it when I can do that.
Where are you going tomorrow?
Tomorrow I got to go to the doctor's.
And you'll get sick again?
And I'll get sick again, most likely. Literally every time I leave the house. And it's not always a cold. It's not always this. Sometimes it's just super duper extreme pain to where I can't move and I'm crying. And then other times most times the sniffles and a cough. That's like given every time I go outside. In the summertime it happens too. So it's not just a wintertime thing. It's a summer and wintertime thing. It happens all the time. I get around anybody or anything or any pollens or pollution in the air or cars driving by. Like, I just am not meant to be outside, even though I love being outside. Like, a lot. But, yeah. So tomorrow I gotta go to the pain doc. They're the ones that give me my migraine medicine, so that I could tell them all about my lovely eye problems, because I don't think I told you guys that I've been having severe eye problems. And the eye doctor I went to says I'm having eye grains, which is literally a migraine. But I says I don't feel it in my head, so it's when I'm not having like a regular migraine. What's happening is my pupils, one will blow up all the way, and the other one stays little bitty tiny thing. And my eyeballs themselves feel like they're going to explode. I've never had that with my migraines, and I've had migraines since I was a kid. So I'm not 100% sure if the eye doctor guy knows what he's talking about. So tomorrow when I see pain doctor who, gives me migraine medicine, maybe he'll be able to put some light on my eyeball problems, because I have severe photophobia, which lights are driving me crazy. I think I told you guys that. And then severe pain in my eyes, and then the weird pupil thing. And yeah, it keeps happening. It has yet to give up. So I don't know what that is. So we'll see what the migraine himself doctor says. Hopefully they'll be able to shed some light on the situation. Get it Photophobic. Sorry. Because when that happens, I'm not feeling a regular migraine. I am still getting regular migraines, but not at the same time as the eye problem. It makes no sense. So either the eye doctor is a moron or something else is wrong. Right there. Thank you. I'm sending them in backwards now. There's already one on one side, but there's enough room to lay them on here and get the opposite side now. So I'm going the opposite way. Obviously, that's not enough room for one more. Oh, it is enough room for one more. Get that. Next. I'm hoping I cut enough pieces. I'm pretty sure I did to go around 20 blocks. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but Thumper will not be on camera tonight because he cannot be found anywhere else but laying on my bed on my quilt that he was licking yesterday because he thought he was licking his leg. I got so mad because, like any other cat, they lick, 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 and then sometimes they chew and pull on their hair. He was doing that to my quilt. I can't get mad though, too bad, because he's so cute. But yeah, he mistaked my quilt for his body. And now he's laying on it, being a good kitty. So if you want to see what he looks like laying on my bed, there is a picture in the community tab, or if you're, which is here on YouTube, literally just leave this screen and go to community. You can see it while this video is still on even. And, or you can find it in the Facebook group. I posted the same post there. Because everybody always wants to see Thumper. Sometimes you're just never going to see him because he's hiding.
He's sleeping.
This time, he's heavily sleeping.
He's out.
He's out like a light. I went in that room like 3 different times now, and he didn't even flinch. He could care less. Okay, now I got to make sure I don't cut the other piece. So I got to keep this like super flat. Stay. Ooh, if I just open them like that, there we go. Then I won't cut it. Just want to cut that piece right there. Trying to be all meticulous about this, you know, just because I want it to be nice, even though it's super scrappy. I should say all of these to be nice, even though they are all going to be super scrappy. Oh, yesterday I got another Martelli rotary cutter. So the other person that sent that, thank you very, very much. But you guys don't need to send me any more rotary cutters because now I have 4, except this one and the other one are broken. So
You have 2 new ones.
I have 2 new ones now. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, we're not doing a mail opening.
Yeah, so there'll be no mail opening tomorrow because there's nothing to open yet.
But no, tell them about the open gate quilt.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about already. I told him I was filming something. It was my I was filming my open gate quilts. It won't be out tomorrow. It'll probably be Tuesday because I got to finish it. I didn't finish that yet because I screwed up royally. Yeah, it's very rare to catch like lots and lots of picking on my videos and mess ups, but I really, really messed that up. But that's okay because my comeback will be awesome. Doesn't have to be exactly, you know, what OpenGate put out. It's the same thing, just different colors. So don't get confused if you follow my videos for the directions to put your OpenGate boxes together, because mine will be a little bit different. Because the mistakes are staying in there, because that's half of the filming of everything. Can you turn an iron on?
Yeah, do I get the iron?
Yeah, you get to start ironing. I'm telling you now.
No. Tell me.
All right, so iron these back like this, please.
Please.
Towards that, you know. There's a whole stack, and I'm gonna start on this color.
Ironed.
I'm gonna start on this color
I know how to iron.
now. All right, so I'm simultaneously working on both these quilts. So I will now work on the other colorway while he presses the first colorway of yellow.
Iron like that, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. I gotta do this.
You know what you're doing.
I do. I
You
know
got
what
this.
I'm doing. Iron Man is on it.
I really, really, really wanted to do a solid yellow, but I don't have solid yellow for all this, so I just chose colorful stuff to keep the theme, I guess, with the... But no, I don't think any of this is in any of that, but the fabric that I'm currently sewing, there was a couple squares of it, but I think they were from the 2.5-inch pile, because I have already used them to make a quilt before. So I obviously cut my scraps up into smaller scraps. And then the third one, there isn't any of those scraps in here at all. So that one's going to be super scrappy and super all over the place. Come on. I love to play with scraps. I love to use them up. I don't like having leftovers, but obviously we do, you know. And I'm creating scraps as I'm making scraps. But I'm turning those already created while I'm doing it into something.
You cooked the other night. There's no leftovers there.
Oh yeah, I cooked the other night, so there was no leftovers from that. I have a husband named Scott who makes sure that nothing is left over. Yeah. All right, so now I chop these, and then I'll send these over to him, and by then he'll be ready with the ones he's currently on, so that I can work on the next side of those. Oops. A little connector. Stay flat. Thank you.
2 yellows in the center of this one. Did you know that?
There's some random yellows throughout the rest of the fabric too, because I could not control that.
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't make anything wrong. there'll be a few with yellow on the outside too. I tried my best not to grab too much of the yellow when I was piecing the centers, but there was a few that got in there, and that's because I really wasn't caring, honestly. This yellow being all the same color, it'll look perfect all the way around it, whether it's got a piece that of the same color around it or not. All right. I'll add the other side to all these now. I'm going to get 3 quilts out of all this. Oh, 3 quilts. Yeah.
Yep, there's no. It happens. There's 2 right in a row.
Yeah. I wasn't totally paying attention. I mean, it was, but I wasn't when I was piecing them. You know, when you just
Okay, what am I supposed to iron now?
Well, you'll get these next. These will be the same exact pressing, but those I'm going to add to after I finish these. Yeah. So don't turn it off yet. Plus, it's like a little heater for this cold room. It's like a little heater. How many of you actually like that out there? Where it's winter time, it's snowing outside, or it's freezing windy or raining or something, and you just leave the iron on next to you somewhere so that it keeps you a little bit warmer. Because it definitely feels good with the iron on in here. Oh, somebody was asking if I had memberships. Yeah, I don't do that, guys. If you want to donate or feel like you need to pay for a video because you loved it so much or something, that's what I have, a donate button in the bottom of every video under the description. Or on here if you type in explanation bacon. I'm never going to do those channel memberships. I don't have anything extra to add that I don't already do, so I don't really want to do that. If you feel you need to pay $5 for my pattern, then there's ways to do that. I know a lot of my friends, my close friends that are YouTubers, they have channel memberships, but I don't have anything extra to offer. And I know you get different emojis and all that kind of stuff, but really, I don't care about any of that either. I'm a little bit different. Try to keep it simple. Simple and free.
What's seam width for sewing binding on the back of the quilt?
Seam width for sewing binding on the back of the quilt? I just do a 1/4 inch when sewing it on. Same as if I was sewing the pieces together. I know there's some people I've seen in videos on YouTube, people that do it a little bit differently. I just do a 1/4 inch, but I've seen some people do bigger than that. But then I think they probably had bigger binding. Oh crap! Don't do that. I just messed that block up. Oh well. That was a boo-boo. They grabbed the fabric wrong. And I just cut it and messed up. It'd be smart if I just pop all these out like I did with the last one. There we go. That'll make it better. Smart. What? Come on, right there. Don't fold. Thank you very much. I don't know anything about any Jukies other than the TL 2010Q, the HZL F600, or the Juki DU 1181N. And even that one I'm kind of iffy about because it's an industrial machine and there's nothing really to it besides getting the tension correct for different threads. You want to know something very honest? I haven't used the industrial machine since the last time you guys saw me use it on camera, which was what, 6 months ago maybe?
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's more of a landing zone over there. I probably should get to making some bags, but you know, I don't know. I just got to be in the mood. So I have it for when I'm in the mood. So if I want to make a bag, the machine is there. I have all these cute things I can make bags with too, just hanging around. And I have not touched any of that stuff in a while.
Why don't you tell them what our town is supposed to have this weekend?
This weekend here in Havasu, today was the final day, was the Balloon Fest, which I've always showed you guys in years past. I've done a live stream or taken photos or something, little short videos. Well, this year I could not do any of that because it has been so windy, like super windy here for days. And it was before the Balloon Fest even started. They moved it up because usually it's the end of January, but this time it was the beginning of January, which was kind of weird. But yeah, it's been so windy that they only had Monday before the Balloon Fest even started. It was calm that morning. And then from Monday until now, Saturday morning was a little bit calm and the balloons were able to go up. And then on Monday before the, Balloon Fest even started, they were able to go up. But other than that, they haven't been able to go up in the sky and float around. And there's a lot of cool balloons here this year too. And I didn't get to see any of them float across the backyard because it was way too windy. All right, those are ready to be pressed.
Okay. If your backing is 45 inches, what size seam do you use?
If my backing is 45 inch. Oh, are you talking about making quilt backing? I use, okay, I need an example for this real quick. I need something I can use as an example. We're going to just grab some yardage right here that I have. So say I'm piecing this side to another piece that obviously, right sides together, and you're sewing, I need to push it this way, and you're sewing your seam for your back, your quilt back, right? I always, because there's always, if you look at your fabric, there's little holes, poked holes through the selvage or next to it, past it. So I line my fabric up just like any other when you're piecing the back. And I always take the selvage as my line and I go about a half an inch from that. So I put my little magnetic seam guide a half an inch so that this is sitting against the magnetic seam guide and my foot is about a half an inch from the edge of the white selvage. Then I sew that really, really long seam and then I go back and trim the seam to 1/4 of an inch, getting rid of the selvage entirely because on the long arm, the selvage has no stretch, no ply, no move, but it is also thicker when I go to sew it. And then I take that whole entire seam that I just did and I open it all the way down the back. I don't leave them pressed to one side or the other. I actually open the seam all the way. That is how I piece my backing to quilts. All right, so now I'm taking a strip and sewing as many of these as I can on one side, and then I'll go and do the other side. So I'm getting as many as I can per strip. Yeah, I have a video on backing fabric. I have how I line it up, how I line up prints, and then how I do regular backing. fit, not how many pieces I want. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mute the microphone. Am I sewing air? I don't think so. I can't tell because it's white. That was weird. Looked like it, but it didn't.
Oh, Jim posted
What?
Jim posted a link to your quilt backing video.
Oh, Jim posted a link to the quilt backing video. So if you want to click on that and then save the video and watch it later, that helps. Thank you, Jim.
He's always on it. He's playing.
Yep, he's always on it. When it comes to finding a video that we're talking about. Come on. I have a cough drop right here.
Good.
I keep cough drops in here in case I need it. So sorry if the sound of the sucking of the cough drop or if it hits my teeth, hits the mic. I'm not sure how much of that you can hear. I did watch a video once. The lady was swallowing. She was talking. Every now and then we stop and swallow our spit saliva that's in our mouth. And I could her microphone was so clear that you can hear that sound. I was like, wow, I want that microphone. I know, I'm glad mine isn't that clear. I'm not 100% sure how clear it is because I don't watch my own videos. Well, my own lives. I do watch my own filmed videos because I have to like watch it and rewatch it 500 times to edit it. Any more questions or anything? Sometimes I feel like it's stale in here because I'm not talking about something. Ah, crud. No. I hate when that happens.
We're talking about fires, maybe.
Oh, the fires in California. Yeah. It's a lot of devastation going on there. But that's where the winds we have are, they're getting the same exact winds we have here. Because I'm not far from California. Literally, it's on the other side of the lake. So if I go across the lake to the casino, I'm literally in California. I can see California every single day if I go outside in the backyard. Obviously, I just see the Mojave Desert, but either way. I had to re-sew that because it did it again. Why is it doing this? It's folding up the fabric at the end. Why is it doing that? I'm going to have to sew even slower. I know you guys probably feel the same when that happens to you. The end of the fabric, for some strange reason, folds in. All right, one more time. If it does it again, I'm gonna scream. Don't do it, don't do it.
You need a hand?
That's what a stiletto is for. Although I didn't pull that side out, it was just the seam ripper side. All right.
You need a hand?
No, I don't need a hand. I'm gonna snip all these apart now. Put another side on, and then start on the other one. Not yet.
Oh.
I'm gonna put the other sides on first. Wow, that was a really loud wind gust.
The wind sounds like people banging on our house.
Yeah. Every time the wind blows, it makes the house make creaky sounds because, you know, at the pitch of the roofs, you know, there's an attic space. It's not an attic here, but it's a crawl space. And there's a vent on one side and a vent on the opposite side. The wind right now is blowing at the angles where it goes in one vent, out the other. So it makes all the walls in this house creak like crazy. And then you can hear it pounding on the windows even. It's pretty crazy out there. And if you're in Havasu, you know what I'm talking about. We've been dealing with it for days.
Is there a pattern you want to make that you have put off?
A pattern that I want to make that I've put off. The what is it called? My brain. Double wedding ring is the one I have been putting off for years, and this year, I don't know when I'm gonna do it. Don't ever count on me to say I'm gonna do something and actually do it for a fact. So I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but when it happens, I will let you know. But it'll be this year. This year is the goal. I'm gonna do mine in purple batik with black.
You just haven't had time.
Yeah, I haven't had time either. Because double wedding ring takes a lot of time. Takes a lot of time to do. But yeah, I'm gonna do it in black and purple because, you know, those are my two favorite colors. Might as well put them on a quilt. And have you really ever? I've only seen one picture of a double wedding ring that doesn't have some kind of white or white-ish themed scent, you know, with the centers. I want it in black. I don't want it in white. I don't want to be like everybody else. I'm not traditional in that way. I like, you know, bold. Although I did watch a couple days ago Dave's Craft Room. I watch his videos because he's a little kooky crazy like me when it comes to making things. And he did a scrappy double wedding ring in the opposite. So instead of the parts that create the double wedding ring, the sides with the little pieces, he did those in solid fabric and then did the center, the big section of the double wedding ring part, you know, that strange looking thing. He did that in pieced scraps. It was actually very interesting looking.
Do you remember which blocks from the Quick and Easy quilt tool that were wrong size?
Do I remember which blocks from the Quick and Easy block tool book that were wrong sized? No, but I think I have them marked in the book. I did a video, so at least the page that's in whatever video I did with using it, that will have it. That'll tell you. Oh, I'm still on this one. Okay. Side, set that aside, move those down here, and start again.
One was Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona was wrong on that one, yes. For the... I didn't test the other size blocks. Hold on, let's go to it because it's literally right here in Arizona. It was the 6-inch finished block actually comes out 6.5 inch, or it's supposed to be 6-inch. It comes out 6.5 inch instead. And the cuts for the pieces, instead of being 1.5 under the 6, oh my God, this is so small. I can't read it, but I can read the 1, and I know that's a half. Instead of it being 1.5, it's actually 1 3/8. And that was on A, and then cut G is actually 1 3/8 as well, and not 1.5. And H is, instead of 2 inch, it's actually 1 7/8 inch. Yeah. Because I wrote it in here. But I've done that on a few of them. I cannot tell you which all ones because I've done a lot of these. So just know that the Arizona block is wrong in that book. But not every book gets everything exact. Not every pattern even has it exact. Sometimes they'd have to do reprints because they have to fix a boo-boo. I've had to do another video to fix a boo-boo by telling you guys the boo-boo, you know, so that you can fix something. It happens. We are not perfect. It's just draining out my nose.
You need a tissue?
Nope, I had a tissue. I wiped my nose. I just saw the person said that they're making a sampler quilt of all the blocks. I hope you're doing like less than 6-inch blocks because there's over 100 blocks in that book to do a sampler.
It's going to be a big quilt.
That's going to be a big quilt if you're doing bigger than 6-inch blocks.
If you're reading the chat, one lady's making pork chops. She's
Wow.
making me hungry.
Pork chops? I haven't made pork chops in years. Is she frying them or baking them, or what does she do? How's she cooking them? Did you ask?
The air fryer.
Air fryer. Everybody has an air fryer. I watch videos, you know, little shorts and stuff on Facebook and YouTube because, you know, they're just there when I'm there, you know, and they're either using an air fryer for this and an air fryer, simple, easy recipe for an air fryer. And I'm like, oh, that looks so easy. I just watched one of the guys I watch make YouTube videos on food all the time. He did a frozen steak in an air fryer. Took 8 minutes to unfreeze it, get it mostly whatever, and then another 8 minutes, got it perfect. I was like, wow. That was fast. Of course, mine would have to be like 10 minutes and 20 minutes because I don't like red meat. Red. It can't be mooing at me. It can't even look like it used to moo. I'm a charcoal kind of girl. How do I still have bobbin? I did a lot of sewing on this machine the other day. Plus yesterday, the attempt. back up. Next. Okay, these will all fit on here. So it leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to cut 3 or 4 more strips to be able to do a first border around this quilt. So for both of these colors, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So probably 21 total strips will make my border and the blocks from the yellows. All right, so all these are now ready to make a quilt after Scott presses them. And I just had the other yellow ones to sew.
So you ready?
This was actually a lot faster this way than sewing them on individually like I was doing with the original loads, like the original loading. I'm just going to throw them over there.
Are you ready for me to iron? I'm ready to iron. My iron is ready. Well, this one is super yellow. You got 2 yellows in the middle and the background. Yellow block. All yellowed up.
That's okay. Whoever buys these quilts will like the color yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Because these quilts have lots of yellow. But yellow reminds me of sunshine, which makes me happy. So yellow is a happy color. You know? So it'll be perfect. Perfect, happy, scrappy quilts. Of course, I can't name them that because I've already named a quilt Happy Scrappy before.
Tell him, yes, you're going to QuiltCon.
Yes, I'm going to QuiltCon. I will be at QuiltCon. It's February 20th or something like that to the 23rd or something. Blah, 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 blah.
What days are it?
Yeah, it's a... Hold on. I'll tell you because I put it in my calendar to make sure that I remembered QuiltCon. It's February 20th through 23rd, but I will be there the 19th through the 24th.
Okay, what day?
So that's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Is that a breakfast at Tiffany's Thursday?
It actually is a breakfast at Tiffany's Thursday. So I'll probably pre-film something for that week.
Well, why don't we just do 2 in a row?
Or no, I'll pre-film something. That way I don't put it off schedule. Because I've pre-filmed breakfast at Tiffany's before.
It's okay to have a week off, honey.
Yeah.
You can just do 2 in a row.
No. That is okay.
If you pre-film it, then you're going to have to be on during the chat.
I don't have to be on during the chat. It can just come on as a video. I will not be back on that Sunday, but I figured I'd do the same thing I did the last time I was at QuiltCon on that final Sunday. Just go live from the Airbnb. I could if I didn't want to wake everybody that's in the Airbnb with me.
Yeah, I guess it is at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, it's early in the morning. So I want to be respectful of all 500 people that are staying in that Airbnb. Not really 500 people, but there's a few of us. So I want to be respectful of their sleeping time.
Well, Bill's apparently going to be there. He's talking about
Yeah, Bill's going to be there. So Bill can come on camera with me if he wants that morning. We can just sneak away and go outside or something, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might just pre-film something. especially if I'm already working on a project by then, because this next breakfast at Tiffany's, I'm starting something new anyway, so. All right, next pile. All right. Here we go. So these 20 yellow blocks, if it's 10 across by 12 down, I should be able to scatter them through it nicely. And if it doesn't look nice, I can always pull from some more of these pieces and make it a different across by down so that it's an equal amount of scattered yellow, but I'm pretty sure 20 yellow pieces will be good. Is Bill in the chat?
Are these two done? All right. Yes, Bill's
Yeah. Bill, what day are you flying into QuiltCon while you're in the chat? Bill will be one of the housemates. That's actually a good word, a housemate.
Wednesday he thinks.
Huh?
Wednesday he thinks.
Okay.
But it's a thing.
It's a
Not
think.
sure.
It's not a sure. Then I think I will see you then. Because I'm going to drive in on Wednesday, but not in the morning. I'll probably come in the afternoon because I think everybody's flying in Wednesday afternoon. Everybody else, at least.
Well, you have to find out. Maybe you can hang out with your husband until Thursday.
No, because then I'd be leaving at like 4 o'clock in the morning and I would have a really long day at QuiltCon because the show starts Thursday.
I'm sorry. Your husband and your hairy child like hanging out with you. What are we going to do for like 4 or 5 days without you?
You're going to watch TV
And be bored
and be bored as can be without me. Thumper will keep you company while he's in his hiding spot.
Yeah.
Not anywhere near you.
Yes, I miss Steph when she's gone.
Yes, he misses me when I leave. He doesn't like me leaving.
Well, until you went to Becca's, we never spent more than a day or two apart.
Yeah, when I went to Virginia and stayed with Becca last year for last QuiltCon, that was the first time Scott and I in over 10 years have spent more than 2 days apart.
12 years.
In 12 years. More than in 12 years that we've ever spent. But sometimes we need a break from our husbands. Wink, wink.
According to you.
According to me, yeah. Hey, there's going to be wives out there that are going to chime in right now and say, yeah, it's nice to have a break from the husband.
Yeah, well, maybe their husbands would agree with me. I like hanging out with their wife.
All right. I'm going to put these apart. the other side, and then all of my yellow pieces will be made for at least 2 quilts worth. Oh, why am I putting it that way? I need it this way because I'm going to be sewing again on it.
One lady said she sends hers to the golf course, so you send yours to the gym.
I send mine to the gym. No, you don't need it. Well, yeah, you can just start pressing them. Fine.
Here,
I don't need them because these only have the one side on
If you're not
them.
ready for me, then I'm going to put these on the wall so they can see them all.
Well, I'm going to be taking them all down because I'm
Okay,
going
then
to...
I'll put 2 or 3 on the wall so they can see them. Get grumpy.
Yep. I will get grumpy.
I know. They want to see your stuff. They think you're amazing, and I agree with them. There you go. There's only 5 of them. When you're ready to take them off, I'll take them off. Oh, goodness, the phone's so high, can they not even see them? Yeah, they can't even see them. The phone's too high.
It's fine.
How far is Havasu from Phoenix?
It is a 4-hour drive if I pay attention to the speed limit, which I have to because I will be driving a Nissan Versa that is only a 1.3 liter, or what is it, 1.6 liter car. So it doesn't, I mean, it goes fast, I guess, but it's pushing it, you know, when you go a speed that the car isn't really made to go. Depends on the traffic, though, because as soon as, if I go one way, there's 2 different ways I can go into Phoenix. One of the ways, it goes on to Grand Avenue, and it is just, it's bumper to bumper, red light after red light after red light. Like literally, one light turns green, you get up a little bit, but you don't even get to go through it because the next light has already turned red again. So everybody's already stopping, you know. Yeah, it's crazy. But that's how I go to some of the doctors I've been to through Phoenix. And then the other way, which I think I'll be taking to go to QuiltCon, will be the way that won't have as many red lights, but it is the freeway way on the 10. And that way has lots of traffic because it'll be morning, afternoon, depending on when I leave to go there. It'll be everybody coming home from work probably that day when I get on the road. All right. I'll get the other sides onto these and then snip them apart. And I'll be ready. All right. We're not on those, we're on these.
Is Eric going to be there too?
Eric is not coming.
That was a question mark.
Yeah, he's not coming. And if he does, like I said, I doubt he will, but if he does, it will be last minute and probably one day. Yeah, because of work and vacation days that he can't have yet because he hasn't been at that job long enough. Which I understand, but you know. No, I'll be with Becca from Sew Becca. And if you don't know who she is, you can type in explanation Becca and it'll give you a link to go to her channel. And then I will also be there with Ian, which is Off Kilter Crafter Ian. Those are my 2 buddies. And then Bill is not on YouTube, but he's in the chat. Bill will be there. And then I think it's Russ from World, My World, no, Quilt World, Quilt something. Bill, tell me what it is exactly. He knows. I've seen it. Something meets World, Quilt meets World, or World something. My brain cannot think of the name of Russ's channel at the moment. It's something like that, though. Plus, I could tell you this out loud. Quilt Meets World. I knew it was something quilt. Yes, I knew it was that. And then also who will be there that content creator wise, if you guys didn't know, Di from Sister Chicks Quilting. She will be there. Those I know for a fact because all those people have already told me. And if they told me and they told their fans, then I can say something. But there's also going to be other content creators there that you may want to meet that you haven't met, and they haven't announced that they're going yet, but they'll be there. So you may want to, go to QuiltCon because it's going to be a crazy content creator party. I think it's become our new, thing. All the content creators go to QuiltCon so that you guys get one chance to meet everybody you watch. Oh, I'm pretty sure Chris, because he's working a booth from Rose City Originals, will be there. Because I think he's working, can't remember the name of the booth, but if you guys know Chris from Rose City Originals, he will be there, most likely. Angela Walters usually pops in at QuiltCon, and so does Misty and Natalie Doan. Jenny won't be there because Jenny's not in the country right now, but Misty and Natalie are known to show up at QuiltCon too, from Missouri Star.
Is Sean going to be there?
Sean, I think, is going to be there. I'm not 100% sure. He might have said or not have said. I don't know. Trying to think. Somebody else said that they were going to be. Was it? There were smaller channels. Oh my gosh, can't think. Anyways, there's going to be a lot of people there, content creators. So it seems to be where we all flock. I can't believe I still have bobbin. How is this even possible? Did I roll one like super tight or something? All right, 4 more. But if you watch any other channels and you know they're going, you could always put their channel name in the chat, and then people will be like, oh yeah, that's the person. I'll probably say, oh yeah, that's the person, because
Well, Sean is not going to be.
who isn't?
Sean.
Okay. Sean, the guy who sews. Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that Mark, the quilting Marine, he always keeps saying he wants to go to QuiltCon. Hoping maybe he'll show up, or Rob Appel, because they're buddies, Oh, that's still there. Wow. There's probably also going to be a lot of Instagram. If you follow just Instagram and they make little short videos on Instagram, a lot of Instagram posters, people that post on Instagram that we probably follow, will be there too. Because that's all that my Instagram ever has. Every time there's a QuiltCon, it's just everybody posts about it. Pictures of their favorite quilts and where they found here, what they found there. This shop had this on sale, so I bought 10 of them, that kind of thing. Speaking of sales, Connecting Threads.
Oh yeah.
Connecting Threads is having is it 25% off end of bolt, or was it 20? It's either 20 or 25% off end of bolt sale that ends tomorrow or the next day. So you might want to go check them out today because I may be a little too late in announcing that one, but they have an end of bolt sale going on. So on Connecting Threads. Somebody bought what? On Sewing Machines Plus yesterday. thank you for using the link. I'm glad Sewing Machines Plus link actually worked. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes we get yeah, that's a big help. Thank you. Yeah, anytime you guys need to make purchases somewhere, don't forget to use my links, or my friends even have links to things too. Like Becca is a affiliate for Missouri Star Quilt Company, which I'm not. So, it helps us content creators out when you use our links to things or our, affiliate stuff. And it doesn't cost you anything to use the links either. So that's even a better deal right there. Because it's free. Just helps our channels out. Some of these I like really put so close to each other. As long as I get the 2.5 inches worth of space.
What are your favorite rulers?
My favorite rulers are the Quilter Select rulers. I don't have any right here at the very moment, but they're called Quilter Select. And then I always use my Missouri Star 2.5 by 8 inch and 5 inch by 15 inch. I'm always using these two, but that's just because they're easy to get to. They're always right here, and they work great.
You ready for me to iron?
Yep, you can iron those, and I'm going to take the first 100 blocks, 120 blocks, and lay them out on the wall. So here's my lovely stack of fabric, my lovely stack of yellows. Let's design a quilt, because we have plenty of time to lay this out. I'm going to tie my hair back for this. So what did I just made 40 blocks in an hour? Wow. That's actually, I should have did this the first time, chain pieced it all like that. All right, I put a clip here somewhere. Higher. All right, let me remove these from the wall. And we're going to do 10 across by 12 down. I don't know how far 10 is going to be, so let me just lace them out first, and then we'll, whatever. And don't mind me in my pajama pants like always.
That's what your shirt says.
Yep, see, my shirt says, I like to party, and by party I mean stay at home in my PJs and quilt. And that's exactly what I'm doing. This way, that's 3, and then we're going to insert a yellow. That will be 4.
40% off end of bolt sale.
Yeah, 40% off end of bolt sale. There you go. Yeah, connecting threads. 40% off end of bolt. You guys got to get it done. Where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm not going to fit 8, 9, 10. I got to scoot these over a little bit. Scooting over. Scooting over. Scooting over. Scooting over. Over. I know you guys probably can't see up here, but Scott will adjust the camera in a second. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're not going to get 10 across on this wall. 9. I did not do any challenges at Fabrics Unlimited. All right. My shirt was given to me for Christmas. It was a Christmas gift. I'm going to overlap these. I know that's weird to do. My bottoms, shoot, I got these at Walmart like 6 or 7 years ago. My hair needs to be to my knees before donating. I have very, very thin hair. See? So if I grab a ponytail's worth, this is barely anything. Like the ponytail, it's very thin. I have very, very thin hair. This isn't much hair for a wig. So I figured if it goes to my knees, which is my butt and back up again pretty much, then when I cut it, it'll be 2 of these. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be double thickness.
I think you can donate it before it gets to your knees.
I'm not going to donate it before it gets to there.
Well, that's going to be forever.
No, it's not. If it took 3 years for my hair to get this long, you know, then 3 more years it'll be at my butt, hopefully.
And another 3 years.
And then another 3 at my ankles.
So you're telling me you're going
my knees. We're just going to keep growing my hair. I will donate it eventually. It'll happen. But I don't want to cut it all off either. Like, I want hair left on my head because I kind of like myself with long hair. You know, when you're happy with the way you look, I'm happy with the way I look with long hair. My long, happy hair. All right, we're going to overlap all this. It shouldn't be, but we're going to do it because I can't lay all 10, and I want to see 10 across. Go this way. If I sewed them, you know, it'd be okay already. But, all right, we'll put that there. Let's make another. All right, so this one will go this way. We're going to count 12 down, which probably won't fit there either. Not as far as I can reach, at least. 5, 6, 7. I'm just going to start filling this in now. I'm going to put this one this way. Let's put a yellow right here. This.
You have 2 yellows touching. Is that okay?
They're not going to be touching. They're just near each other. See, it'll be the next block.
You're saying an angle.
Yeah.
Diagonal.
Diagonal. Yes.
You know what
That's fine.
you're planting it for.
Yes. Put another yellow here. I'm just scattering them throughout. Like no specific anything to this. Just scattering them to keep from having to nest any seams, since the block has 2 seams on both sides, but the top and the bottom are flat. I'm alternating them their direction. So when one's this way, it's this way. When one's this way, it's this way, so that there's no nesting of anything. Nothing specific needs to be done to these blocks. And I'll make sure when I'm sewing them that they end up in their correct orientation. I won't be able to put this last piece on here very nicely. And they're like really overlapping. Oops, nope. That goes this way. This will go this way. Let's put a yellow right here. Which will go this way. Here. Yeah. And notice that the centers are all alternating as well. They are not in the same position each time. I purposely have them scattered. Oops. This way. once I get them all together, then I'll pick all the rows up and number them and sew them by row, because right now they're just a scattered mess. Yellow one here. Trying to blend all the colors up too while I'm here, because I don't want all the light creams in one area. Really? I don't hear the wind either. No.
Anyone?
No. Did you just throw these down?
Nope.
Oh, you just made my mess. That's all. You made my mess like move. That's why it seemed like it was.
Swap the edge up and then
Yeah.
flop that down.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep. Cupcake fabric. Oh, see, here's the wheat fabric, but a different color. So this one won't be in the quilt that has the wheat of the light, of the yellow version. This one's the brown version. So it's being used up.
Yeah, wheat with brown and wheat with green. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And there's some yellow blocks in here too, because why not? Notice I'm putting them in twos, catty corner.
Yeah,
I kind of,
are you doing that on purpose?
yes, I'm doing it on purpose. They're always diagonal catty corner on purpose. I think it scatters the 20 of them around better. Yeah. Oops, does that go that way? No, it goes this way. Kitty kitties. Yep. Everything, even kitchen utensils, everything and the kitchen is in this quilt. I don't want two lights on top of each other. Even your birthday is in this quilt. Happy birthday. This is the It's Got It All quilt. Oops. I mean, even the cheetah. Is that cheetah or leopard? Let's cheetah.
That's a leopard.
Leopard. Even the leopard is in here.
Cheetah.
They could be cheetah. It could be a Bengal cat. It could be anything. It's even in this quilt. There's cherries in this quilt. There's snowflakes. There's sunflowers. My block ends up 8 inches. Yeah. Or thereabouts. It's about 8 inches. But guess what? If it's not 8 inches, I'm making it work. Because I've always had a knack for making it work. And since I long on my own quilts, like, it's really going to matter. As long as it's pressed really nicely and lays flat, that's all that matters, right? All right, I'm going to sit on my hiney now. I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. 11. It's not going to fit 12, and I can't reach any higher than the way it is. So I'm just going to lay it on the floor. And then I'll just pick the camera up. I'm way down here, though, just in case you're curious, people. That way. This way. Scott's most favorite fabric is in this one. Show them your most favorite fabric. It has clowns on it. He hates it. That's why I said it's his most favorite. He hates this clown fabric, but it's in the quilt. The clowns are cute. I think Tracy from the Sewing Channel even used clowns in one of her grandkids' quilts that she did a video on. This one. I can't put the clowns next to each other, though. They have to at least be spread out. I have 4 of these left. So we're going to have one at this edge. One, 2. I have 2 more. Got to be a place for these 2. Go there somewhere. Oh, this goes this way. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you how big it's going to be when it's done. It will be 75 inches by 90. And that's without the borders. So it'll be a very good queen size quilt when it's done. 2 of these will be queen size. And this is all stemming from a small pile of scraps. I mean, I really went scrap crazy here. got Jack here. Jack's got to hang out right here. From Pirates of the Caribbean. In
Oh,
case
yeah.
you were curious.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, I got Jack Sparrow. Or you can just call him Captain Morgan. Because that's also kind of what it looks like, too.
Captain Jack.
That way.
Captain Jack.
That way. Nope. This way. And I'm going to call whatever I do here the final layout, too. I just need to figure out what to do with these last two. Where I'm going to put them exactly. Because so far I have none in the bottom. So I might just add them right here somewhere. Let's put them. I gotta put them up towards the top somewhere because it seems there's not enough yellow up there. Where is it blank of yellow? A diamond art bead kit. I actually have one. I just haven't done it yet because it requires Tiffany's attention, and Tiffany does not like to pay attention to stuff like that because I'm a crafter of the sewing, not a crafter of the, other stuff. All right, let's figure this out. Ugh. Sorry, guys. We're going to put two yellow right there. There's two there. There's two on that edge. I'm going to move this one this way a little. And this one this way. That leaves a nice opening. We're going to move this. No, let's leave that there. This guy. No, I want them in twos, not fours. So it'd be here. No, that's too close to that one. Here. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. And here. Like that. And then that one will go there. And this one will go there. There we go. How's that? Is that equally balanced with the yellow?
Bottom ones all together, are they all black? Are they different colors?
Oh, these, the brown.
On the camera, they look black.
Hold on. I'll swap him out for this one. Put this one right here. And we'll switch this green right there. And this one right here. There we go. Is that better? More balanced? They're not black, though.
Oh, yeah.
Does it seem like there's too many yellows here at the bottom, or are there? It does seem like there's too many of them at the bottom. Not as many in the top. No, because there's some there. There's some there.
Well, hold on. No.
Two there, two there. Next row, two there, two the opposite way. That way, that way. Back the camera up as much as
Depends
possible.
on how much you're counting top and bottom. I'm counting 12 on top and 8 on the bottom.
Sorry, guys, the camera.
Obviously, it's moving. Did I notice?
All right. I'm just looking from the back here to see if it's balanced. So there's the top. There's the bottom. I kind of didn't want any yellow ending up on the edge because the border is going to be that color. So I'm not quite sure I want to leave any ones that land on the edge next to the edge, honestly. I think they should get moved.
It's up to you. Put it how you want.
I think I'm going to put this right here so that it's not on the edge. Like that. That right there. It's not on the edge. That's not on the edge. That one's on the edge. So this one, I think, can get moved over this way. Sorry, guys. We're going to make a couple movements here. And this one can go here instead. This one here instead. And then we're going to pull this up one. And this one up one. Because I don't want, that way I can pull this over here. This one here. There. Okay, that's not on the edge anymore. Okay, we gotta move this one from the edge. Hold on, because that one's on the edge too. Okay, can't go that way with it. Can't go that way with it. Thinking here. Thinking. Got my thinking cap on. Can't go that way with that. Not that way. Actually, I can just stay. No, because I don't want those on the two edges. Talking to myself here. Those are away from the edge. That too, I need to move. So it can actually just go like this. Move here, move there. Move here. There. There. And then those are there. This one can actually go the opposite way, like this. That way I can move this one up one. Aha, okay, I figured it out. This one can go up one. This one can go here. That, okay? That way, this should go. No, that doesn't work. Don't put it on the bottom. No one ever said I could have two only in a row. I could also make it 4 in a row. Right?
Yes.
Never had to say it had to be 2. There. Now they are moved around. I can even
You got 4 what now?
4 of these yellows.
Oh, you're doing Connect 4 then.
Yeah. I just need to move. could stay. Okay, that's it. I'm done. There's none on the edge, since that's going to be the border.
Okay, want to take the camera over there and show them the whole thing? You want me to stand it up here? What do you want to do?
We'll just do this. Shrink you guys a little bit. We're going to hold it up like this.
Yeah, just hold it up.
And
From the top all
then
the way down.
to the bottom, which is on the floor. So this is how I'm going to lay it out. And I'm going to pick them up, stacking them on top of each other. That yellow is blended through perfectly. Obviously, you can't tell. The camera is not as vibrant as real life. So I will literally pick the rows up in order and then sew them. I'm wondering if I should do that real quick because there's a second quilt, you know, and then mark them. Row 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, blah. Let me think.
You don't have to pull them off all now.
I have 15 minutes left, so.
Well, you could talk to them.
Yeah, I guess we could talk for 15 minutes because I don't want to pull them off right now. I like to sew them when I pull them down, and then I'll just lay out the other one and sew that off camera, but that one will have this fabric. I think it looks good. It's balanced. Yeah, it's balanced. Oh, this one has 3 also. How'd that happen? That one has 4, 2.
Ah!
How did I do that? I thought I moved them around. How does it have 3? Where's the wonky one? Right here, all its own. Ah, I probably meant to go that way more with those, is why. Whatever.
It looks good.
It's going to
It
stay.
can be wonky.
Whatever. It's going to stay. And I left my comment device over there. All right, that's the way it's going to stay. I'm just going to pick it up and put it together. As long as none of these, or these, it's this one, we're on the edge. And I'm going to cut, because it's 70 by 90, when it's sewn together, I'm going to do 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strips. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuts. So I need to cut 5 more of these and 5 more for the other one. And then that will go all the way around the whole entire perimeter one time, and then I'll grab a different fabric for all the way around again. And then they'll be queen size quilts.
Oh, here's an idea. You can make a big X with the yellows.
I could make a big X with it, huh? There's 20 pieces though in 12 rows, so it would end at 10.
Yeah.
If I did this 10 by 10, I could take this down to 10 by 10 and then get 10 by 10 from here. Pulling out 20 of these ones, adding those 20 instead, and then I can get 4 quilts if I do it that way. Then I'd have 72, 4 plus a 5-inch border. There'd be 78-inch or bigger quilts. They'd be like 80-inch by 80-inch quilts. That's actually better for a queen size bed than, you know.
Okay. Make a diamond with it, one lady said.
I could make a diamond with it, yeah. I could also put all of these in the center, you know, put 4 around, put 4 of these around like that, and scattered around this, you know, 1 center and then 4 around it, and then go around it again, you know. Anything's possible. I could have made all of them and done more than 20 and did 30 of these, you know, instead, and then scattered them throughout instead. But I kind of like it still being super scrappy with all the different prints. Like this has a lot of different prints, from wine fabric to birthday fabric, lemon fabric, just tons of flowers, butterfly fabric, sunflower fabrics, little kitties, kitchen stuff, cupcakes, roses, lots of gardening, pumpkins, sheep, children's sheep, Jack Sparrow, greenery stuff, treehouse stuff. I mean, school buses, Asian umbrellas. There's a word for those. I can't think of it at the moment, but I mean, there's chili fabric in here. So it's a little bit of everything. And this next one is going to be all different because there was 200 different fabrics. So the next one's going to have ants, wine bottles, Route 66 fabric. What is those called? Avocados with bananas and diamonds and roses and watermelon. Don't understand it. And that goes towards when someone asked last week about me designing fabric, why? There's already avocados and watermelons with bananas and diamonds and roses in the same fabric. I mean, what else could I design? And then there we got fishing fabric, so it's a little bit of everything. And then all these fabrics are going to be mixed into the third quilt. So I think it'd be fine. Plus, this will be the size to put it up over the pillows, on a queen. It'll hang down like you need it to, and then it'll go up over pillows on a queen. I think that would be perfect. Any other questions? It'll be nice, yes. How much of a dent did I make in my scraps? Well, yeah, I barely touched anything. This didn't take much. And I made scraps from making these, from doing all this. I made more scraps from making all this. A lot of scraps. A lot of fun. Definitely a good use of my time because I'm going to get 3 quilts, which would have been 2, 4, 6 weeks worth of me working on this anyway, because I, always spread out 1 quilt within 2 videos most times. So I'm actually right on target with how many weeks I've been working on these. But I'll probably do a lot of this and the next one off camera. That way, by the next video, I'll just be piecing more around these. And I might even get that done. Who knows? It depends on how sick I still am. It's a nice mess behind me, though. I like it in the picture. It's all just crazy. And don't forget, I'm going to remind you of all the reminders. Probably Tuesday will be the Open Quilt project. It's literally on the table. Open Gate project from Open Gate Quilts that I do my box opening. Again, it's a disaster, but I never said I was perfect. And I'm going to make it all in that video, even though it's a disaster. And then Connecting Threads is having the end of bolt sale. It's 40%. I knew it was something high. I think it's 25% off thread on the next sale, which is in like 3 days. It starts. I think that one starts the 15th or something. And then what else? Do I have any other announcements? This Thursday coming up is a breakfast at Tiffany's, right?
Yes.
So this Thursday will be something new. We'll be starting something new. I don't know what, because I haven't planned that far. I usually know what I'm going to do too, but that way I could tell you guys in case you need to get a pattern for it or something. But I actually don't know what I'm going to do this Thursday since I made the Ahoy quilt in one video. That tends to happen. Maybe we'll do a table runner or something with, that's what we could do. We could do mini charms. I have a couple mini charm things, little 2.5-inch square packets that match. I have a couple of those. Maybe we'll use those. All right. I don't see any other questions or anything. And don't forget, Thumper didn't come on camera, but he's still on YouTube. So if you guys go check out the community tab, there's a picture of Thumper sleeping like a baby on my quilt that he just so happens to love. It's my birthday quilt that I made in 2019. So it's there or in the Facebook group, community tab or in the Facebook group. If you guys want to get your little Thumper loving for the day. I just said about Connecting Threads. They're having the 40% off end of bolt. That's it. That's all I got. I'm going to go, guys.
Thank you people for the mail.
Oh, and thank you guys for the mail. I don't need to do a mail opening because, like I said, it was a rotary cutter last week, and I just told you about it. So thank you for that. And then one showed up this week. So thank you for that. But I don't need any more rotary cutters. I'm rotary cuttered out. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them hanging on the wall, which are the regular style ones. So
Yes, but these
Oh,
are
and-
Martelli. You
yeah,
really
I
needed the
prefer
Martelli.
the Martelli. It just now that the thing is missing in it, the blade just goes back and forth the whole time. So it doesn't. You got to be very careful when using it because there's no gap. So. All right. Thank you guys all for hanging out, and that's it. That's all I got. So when Scott gets up to press by after making sure that there's no more questions, I'll just sit here and stare at you guys like this. You want some creepy stuff? I can't make my eyeballs do too much because I used to be able to just cross them. We'll just play the.
Lady asked what movie we were watching. I said we're watching House.
Yeah, we've been watching House. House is our
It's a
show.
TV show,
Yeah.
not a movie.
Yep. We've just been binge watching House. And I'm watching Lost, but I'm almost done with Lost. Lost is Lost. No wonder they called that show Lost, because I'm lost. Anyways, bye everybody. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you on whenever. Thursday, Sunday, who knows, whenever. Bye.
Tuesday.